What is going on, guys? It's your boy Thriller here. We're here for our week 2 battle of the Ball Joey Draft League. We're taking on the Coconut Guardian and across divisions match of the week here as we take them on from the pool from the pool that we are in, as you can see here. Obviously, I'm going to face everyone in my division. We have one cross division matchup here in the 9-week season, or 8-week season. I don't remember how many weeks this is. But we're here taking on the Coconut Garden. If you guys are excited, leave a like. If you haven't already, subscribe. If you are new, join the crew today because you're thrilling with the king of the crew. And let's go ahead and, as obviously last week, bit of a salty way we had to go out from my side, and hopefully I'm not going to get too frustrated. I'll calm down. I'll understand my opponent's plays and not get bent over shape or whatever we got. Remember, we're here to have fun. We're here to have a good time. And I'm here just to battle against some new people and have some good times. So, going to make sure I remember that. And it's very rare that you take against a coconut guardian. I mean, guardian of coconuts is I didn't think was like be much of a challenging, daunting thing to face, but we're gonna try our best. I hope he knows I'm just making fun of his name for fun. But anyways, Coconut Guardian's team is Mega Diancie, Crocodile, Vaporeon, Victini. I don't know why I skipped them in order. Delmai, Slurpuff, Vikavolt, Noivern, Gorboder, Vanillix, and Registeel, with their Z captains being Delmais and Vikavolt. I'm pretty confident that he can pretty much bring just about every single Pokemon he wants. There's only one Pokemon on this team that I feel pretty confident he's not going to bring, and that's Gorboder. And I can slightly say I'm slightly confident he may not bring Jolt. I don't know why I keep saying that. It's because I see Jolteon. Registeel, possibly. Everything else has so many merits. Like, everything pretty much can come here. Delmines is a Pokemon that can even come, even though I don't think it's that good, but it definitely has good merit because it's good. It's one of the good defensive counterplays to Excadrill. Is a good defensive wall. Obviously with Diancie on his side is actually a little stronger. I could see him not bringing it, but still a good mon to my team. Crook is very good offensively into us. Victini is a very much of a powerhouse Pokemon to take on for us. Vaporeon is really annoying with Wish. Slurpuff can Belly Drum or can be just a sticky web annoyance. Delmon's looks like it'd be a really fat, annoying defensive mon that can spin. Vikable, very annoying mon with also with no sticky webs. Remembering that, no sticky webs, but a very offensive nuke Pokemon could definitely be coming if possible. Even though I don't think it has the best matchup into us, but it's still mono element to risk. Noivern's very annoying offensively versus us, and Vanillix is definitely a big problem because it causes the weather to immediately change. So definitely a lot of things to factor into this matchup here. But we're taking a bit of a risk with this build we're going with, and I'm hoping and I am praying that this build pays off. We're going to kick it off here. Well, actually, I'll just do this real quick here. But we're going to kick it off with Spooderman, our Galvantula. And you can see here we're not running webs. Now, we are running enough speed to where we are outspeeding Victini and below with a choice scarf here. This is basically designed to be our revenge hitter and just also being an offensive Pokemon here with Thunder, Bug Buzz, Hidden Power Steel, and Volt Switch. Basically, Dual Stab does insanely well into this matchup. There's no good resistance outside of its Dual Stab here. Obviously, Vikable, if it does come, is going to be a little bit of annoyance, but obviously we can still hit it out really hard. There. Excuse me. Hidden Power Steel is strictly there for Diancie in case Diancie does show up. If Diancie does potentially lead, as my Vikal is the lead, my Gavantra is the lead here, I might try to take my chance to try to obliterate that thing turn 1 if I can. But hopefully this set goes well here. We're taking a bit of a gamble with this one, and I hope we're going to do really well with it. Up next, we're bringing my boy Excadrill, aka Driller here, and we're bringing a fully defensive drill maxed out in both stats, bulking it up with the Iron Defense, Rock Slide, Earthquake, and Brick Break. Brick Break there to stop a potential Royal Ball and to hit the Ice Cream Cone guaranteed. We're not rocking any steel coverage this week because I don't think I really need steel coverage to hit what I need to hit. Basically, if I get an Iron Defense off, I can handle any hit defensively. I can take one, maybe two special hits depending on the mon. If it's not boosted, if it's boosted, it's probably a roll if I can take the hit or not. But otherwise, this set is basically designed to break down the team here and hopefully hit it really hard here. And it's really good because we can see later on that we have a little bit of theme with the last two Pokemon here potentially. But this Pokemon can do insanely well for us here, and I'm really hoping it's going to do strongly. Okay? Up next, we're bringing Darmanitan, and we're bringing Belly Drum. We are taking a massive gamble with this set because this set strictly relies on me, first off, not being with the sticky webs. Second, it requires me to hopefully um able to pop off my Salak Berry. If I can't pop off my Salak Berry, we are in a very big situational problem right there. But basically, this set's designed to outspeed everything else from Crook and below. Obviously, it's Scarf Victini. I can't outspeed it. But essentially, Fire Punch literally obliterates everything. I could have just ran Mono Fire this week, but based on everything I had, I couldn't. I went Rock Tomb strictly for the fact that I can basically have the less likely chance to miss the Noivern. But if this set can pop off here, this thing just straight up wins right off rip. This might have to be our lead outside of anything else. It just really, really depends. Excuse me. Really depends on what my opponent brings here and what he leads out here. Up next, we're making the debut of Get Loud, our X-Bloud. He's pretty cool and popular with scrappy ability. We have Boom Burst, Fire Blast, Taunt, and Hidden Power Steel. Steel just because we want to make sure we hit the Yancey. Fire Blast to kind of nuke any potential Steel type like Registeel. Anything else that we could maybe then. Otherwise, Boom Burst is super free here. We have enough speed to outspeed pretty much the bulk of his team. Excuse me, my throat's just drying up real quick. Do that. And then we're just going to Boom Burst spam. This mon's here to hit insanely hard this week and hopefully do a lot of damage this week. And one of our main win conditions potentially could be a breaker. If not, again, like I said, win condition. We have got Coffergrigus, our Coffergrigus, our Atem here, or Atem, our Coffergrigus. Trick Room, Nasty Plot, Shadow Ball, Energy Ball. There's literally no Ghost type. There's no normal resist on this team. There's no dark type. There is a dark type, but we have Energy Ball that covers that. There's no normal type. Shadow Ball spam is insanely free. If I can get this thing set up to the position here, I could have ran a potential weakness policy with this thing too, but I didn't want to rely on that. In fact, I'd rather rely on guaranteeing in my special raise in front of some stuff. Because I don't expect him to be Ringo. I expect him to potentially be either maybe Chapel, Tanga for the one guy, like Evangelist and stuff like that. But I'm really hoping that Copper Grease here can put on the work. This is the big like when I saw this team matchup, I knew this was the Copper Grease. I wanted this matchup to do really well for us here, and I think he's gonna do this. And making his debut is our buddy. It's my friend Malamar, and we are running a very unique set this week. Now we have enough speed to outspeed the stuff that we want to outspeed, but if sticky webs do come up on the speed strat, we actually will outspeed things at max speed. I think at least, with our +1. However, we are rocking Trick Room in case sticky webs don't show up, and we are having more of a defensive build with superpower to boost up our offense, which is really great. Knockoff plus Cycle Cut is very hard for my opponent to switch into, and again, the only things that could come in on those two stabs, superpower just obliterates back. So I'm thinking Malamar's going to do it. We have the Scopelands here. I really debated on putting Tangaberry on this set. I really, really did. But I'm going to take my gamble here and go with Scopelands because obviously with Scopelands we get a high critical ratio with Cycle Cut, which basically means with the Scopelands it's almost pretty much guaranteed to crit, so it means we're doing about 140 base power, and we can start boosting our attack with that. This Mach can steamroll. So I'm hoping Malamar puts in the work this week, but I'm going to go ahead and get connected with Coconut Guardian, and we'll see you guys for the battle. Alright guys, we are here for the battle, and oh my goodness, he did not bring Victini, which just really opens up the door to a lot of positions here. So my idea here is this, that he's either going to lead off with the Yancey, the Crook, or the thing. I think I'm going to stick to my idea here of leading off with a Spooderman here. I think Spooderman's my best lead here against all three of those options. He's actually going to lead off into the Registeel here. I'm just looking Volt Switch here. No reason not to predict this. Okay, so we can calculate damage real quick on Registeel here. To see if this thing is Spadef. So we see Registeel. If it's Spadef, that should do 14 to 16%. Okay, that is definitely Spadef Reggie. I'm going to go right into my DK here. I'm going to sub right here. And we're going to belly drum up here. That really sucks. And that's dead to rocks. That... You know what? That's just good prep. That's just good prep. I was not expecting Roar. I really did not think Roar was coming. Damn. That really, really sucks for us. I'm just gonna go for the knockoff here. He does make the DNC play. Let's go ahead and just sack DK here. There's no reason to keep DK around. Oh, dude. That really sucked. We could have maybe hit save DK now, knowing I could have lived the rocks hit there, but I don't think it was worth it there. Oh, that's really, really unfortunate for us. Okay, now knowing the Registeel is Spadef, what does my X-Cloud need in order to guarantee kill this thing? It needs to be at least around between 50 to 60%. Also, let's real quick see here, this Registeel... So Registeel is not leftover, so once we get into between the 50 to 60% range, it should straight up die. That really sucked, though. Alright, so with my Excadrill, can I actually live a hit here from DNC? Earth Power pretty much bodies me here. Does this DNC get a... Does this guy get anything? Okay, really? I hate when it makes you have to do this. He does get coverage option for me, but I don't know if he would bring that in, though. I'm going to bring Drill in here. Now, I have two choices here I can do. I can either go for the Earthquake right now, but I don't think he's going to make the risk here. I think he needs to keep the Yancey around. The Yancey around is really good. Keeps stuff in check here. I think I'm going to make the smart play, though, and click Earthquake, though. Yep, Delmise does come in. 20% to Delmise. See how much damage that's doing. Delmise. We did 20%. That's probably looking like standard. I'm going to go for the Iron Defense here. Okay, we do 18 to 21% if that's the case here. I'm going to click Rock Slide here. Yeah, this was a rough matchup, man. I definitely think we're going to lose this one. But you know what? I'm going to at least do my best to fight, guys. I'm going to do my best to fight for you guys. This was just a tough matchup, man. I have nothing for this team. That Roar of Vaporeon really cost us. We need flinches. We got one. Yeah, now DNC just comes in and kills me. Ooh, we got a crit. It's Citrus Berry. Yeah, this is my only play. I have to sack Drill now. This is really bad. I'm sorry I have to glaive for flinches, bro, but I have to. I actually think that Pain Split play was kind of a bad play there, not gonna lie. I felt there was no reason to. Shadow Claw. Alright, now I'm gonna click Earthquake here. Because I can just click Earthquake here. Does not get the crit. Okay, so we luckily don't get 6-0'd, which is nice. That's also one good offensive threat gone. You should just go Yancey here. He should know he's faster. He knows rocks are here to stay. He actually goes Crook. He's Moxie Crook. That's not good. He could definitely knock off here. I was not expecting Moxie Crook. Okay, that's definitely scary. Okay, let's think about this. Crocodile. If he Earthquakes right now, and then gets a Moxie boost, it's about a 50-50 chance he knocks me out. Because I'm going to go down to probably like around 88%, right? So it's basically, it's literally a 50-50 if he knocks me out here. If he goes for knockoff here, that's the best case. He could just knockoff spam. There's no reason not to knockoff spam. I'm going to see what he does here. Okay, he does click Earthquake. That's fine. 20% to 60%. 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 20% does click Earthquake here. If I go into Malamar, he's +1. I guarantee live Earthquake. If I go Cough, I do live. If I go X-Cloud, I do live. Does Galvantula kill? Galvantula kills with Bug Buzz. So I'm going to make it very super. So the fact that I went this here, he should feel like I'm Scarfed. But at the same time, he could take that risk. He could take that risk. It's a 50-50 here. He either will go for the Earthquake, figuring that I'm Sash, or he'll swap out to see if I'm Scarfed. I feel like if he saw me go to this first, he's got to think I'm Scarfed. He knows if he loses his Crook, he loses the game. I mean, he doesn't lose the game guaranteed, but he would lose one of his best pieces here. Because it's such a tough 50-50, man. Because if I can get the Thunder off on this guy, that puts him in range for X-Cloud. I gotta risk it. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, so he's gonna Moonblast me here. Who can take the Moonblast better from this? Okay, so I will say I wish I had gone for Thunder, but that definitely was that was a 50-50 chance right there, and I couldn't risk the opportunity right there. So let's see here. So he's gonna Moonblast me, which definitely kills me here. Who takes the Moonblast the best? 63 to 74. I get 2-shot. I have to sack a Pokemon here. I think I sack off. I think I have to sack. Who do I think I feel more expendable losing here? Because I feel like Malamar is so good here. I think I have to sack X-Cloud. Which sucks here. Yeah. And I got a special defense drop, which really sucks here. I have to go up. I have to go Cough Gregas and pull the trigger now. I have to go Cough and pull the trigger. So he's gonna Moonblast. Cough does kill with Energy Ball here. I'm gonna have to go for it, I think. Or do I pull the... Actually, no. You know what I do here? I'm gonna pull the trigger to Nasty Plot. Yup. Because here's the thing, right? Okay, can't solve a move, okay? Double Citrus. That's kind of annoying, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, we just sack this guy here. Okay. We go you. And I think what we're going to do here is we're going to Trick Room here. And then Trick Room again. He's slower. He's minus speed. GG. He's minus speed. That's game. That's game. I can't beat this Registeel. Him going minus speed was so good, dude. Him going minus speed. Actually, you know what? No, I think I cost myself that. Yeah, I 100% cost myself there. I went with... I should have not run speed, dude. I should have not ran speed. Yeah, that's... I take a whole L on that one, man. I totally effed that one up, dude. I really did. I really, really did, and that's just humiliating, man. The Roar and Vaporeon, though, that was good prep. I couldn't stop. I mean, maybe if I had just led... If I had led with the Darm, like I was so close to leading Darm when I didn't see Victini. I should have. I mean, I don't know. I didn't think Reggie Steele was a lead option. Honestly, I really didn't think he was the lead option. I think it was either going to be DNC. I guess I maybe should have thought about him as a lead option because if I did, I guess the same thing would have happened, right? He would have just done the exact same thing, and I would probably tell me that he would have been rocking helmet as Vaporeon. Yeah, I think the turns would have still played out the way they did. I think what I should have done there, I should have just took my kill. I should have just taken my kill because if I take my kill, I can at least Bug Buzz spam because Bug Buzz to Deancey. Then at that point in time, if we get a special defense drop into another one, probably would have been I would have needed a max roll. Yeah, man, that's just unfortunate. This was a tough matchup, though. I really did not have a lot to counter this team as best I could. Like maybe if I brought something like Scarf Rose Raid, that could have been something, or like a Speedy Rose Raid or something. Like I don't know. Scarf Crook though was really good. I wasn't fully expecting Scarf Crook. I guess that makes sense though because of Darn. No, Darn don't speed him. I don't know. I don't know, man. This was just a tough matchup, but yeah. Well, now we lose. We're 0-2, -11. We get 6-0, then followed by 5-0. So definitely not the most ideal way to start, and kind of embarrassing way to start the season, but. We're gonna try again. This was just tough matchup on paper, guys. You guys saw the team builder. This team was just so good. Like there were so many things that could have came into my team, and I just had no real way to counter it. It was really really tough. I mean, if I somehow pulled the trigger on Hidden Power Steel on the Deancey, right? That would have put us stronger into that, but that would have allowed a Crook to come in for free, Earthquake us, and then again we're still stuck in that scenario where I pray someone takes a hit and stuff like that. We just didn't have much counterplay for Deancey. Deancey I knew was going to be a problem versus us. Maybe if I brought Scarf Gyarados, that could have been something, but then Scarf Gyarados would have taken advantage of. Or if I was like Lum Gyarados, maybe, and I could have been like Sub Lum, something like that. That could have been, but I don't know, man. This was just tough. This was just tough, yeah. But I'm not gonna take anything away from Coconut. That was a really good prep on his end. He prepped his team really well, and I just had nothing to counter it. So yeah, GG's to him. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys for week 3, where hopefully we'll bounce back and hopefully get that first win. So I'll see you guys next time. Peace.